problem number 1 of exercise 14.2. This following table shows the age of the patients admitted in a hospital during a year. We have to find out the arithmetic mean and mode of this given frequency distribution table, and also we have to interpret and compare these two measures of center tendency. Okay, so for that we are going to first find out the arithmetic mean. Okay, since we have two methods to find out the arithmetic mean, but it would be better to choose assumed mean method to find out the mean for this problem, since these class intervals are not that much small numbers. If these are the upper limit and lower limit are one digit number and very small numbers, that method is direct method would be the better. Okay, so here we are going to use the assumed mean method. Okay, so by assumed mean method, what is arithmetic mean, children? That is x bar is equal to a plus sigma fi dA divided by sigma fi. Okay, so since the class intervals are, first you check whether they are continuous. Okay, so the upper limit and lower limit are the same. Okay, so first we have to find out their class width, that is upper limit minus lower limit, and being all the class intervals having the same class width. Okay, and the difference between the consecutive mid values also the same as this class width. Okay, here the class width is 10, that is 15 minus 5, 10, 25 minus 15, 10. See the last entry, 55 minus 65, that is 65 minus 55, that also 10. Okay, so in order to get the class mark, that is xi, okay, lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. Okay, that is 5 plus 15, that is 20 by 2, that is 10. Okay, since the class width is the same, okay, that is 10, you can write here this is 20, so 20 minus 10, 10. Okay, 15 plus 25, 40 by 2, that is 20. Okay, so likewise 30, okay, here it will be 80 by 2, 40. Okay, here 100 by 2, 50. Here it will be 120 by 2, 60. So xi. So after finding xi, we can select one from this xi column and let it be assumed mean. Okay, that means I am going to take this 40 as assumed mean. So that I am going to write over here, that is A is equal to 40. A denotes assumed mean. Okay, and in the fourth column we are going to find out the difference between xi and that assumed mean. Okay, that is first entry is, first xi is 10. Okay, 10 minus 40, and I already told in 14.1 exercise, here the entries above the 0, this 40 minus 40 will be 0, above this 0 will be negative, and after 0 it will be positive values. Okay, so 10 minus 40 is minus 30, 20 minus 40 is minus 20, 30 minus 40 is minus 10, 50 minus 40 is 10, 60 minus 40 is 20. Here 40 minus 40 comes 0. That you can write in the first case itself. Okay, and the remaining you can easily find out. All the entries above 0 will be negative and below it will be positive. And in the last column, that is fi di, so that we have to multiply fi with its corresponding di. 6 into negative 30. Okay, so 6 3s are 18 and 0 180, and its sign is negative, negative 30. Okay, 11 into 20. So negative 22, 11 into negative 2 and negative 220. 21 into 10, that is negative 210. 23 into 0, 0. 14 into 10, 140. 5 into 20, 100. Okay, so now we have that last column, that is fi di. Now we have to find out sigma fi di and sigma fi. After filling all the entries of this distribution table, find out sigma fi and sigma fi di. Okay, so here we can see add all the negative values first. Okay, so 0, okay, 8 plus 2 and 1, 11, 10 plus 1, 11, 1 carry, okay, 1 plus 2, 3 plus 2, 5 plus 1, 6. So, negative 610. Here it comes, okay. So, 140, 100 and it will be 240. So, negative 610 and a positive 240. Take their difference and that will give you sigma Fi dA. Okay. So, this is equal to 0. So, 7, that is 4 to 11. We can borrow 1 from 6 or 5, 11. That is 7. Okay. Now, 2 to 5, 3. So, negative 370. Negative 370 is sigma Fi dA. Okay. Now, sigma Fi. Okay. That is 5, 9, 10 and 13, 14, 20, 2 carries, okay, 2 plus 1, 3, 5, 7 and 8, 80 patients. Okay, and now we are going to find out their mean, arithmetic mean by assumed mean method. Okay, so we can write the formula over here. X bar is equal to A plus sigma Fi di divided by sigma Fi. Here A is arithmetic assumed mean, that is 40 plus sigma Fi di is negative 370 divided by 80. Is it clear, children? We just substituted the values. Okay. So, 0, 0 get cancelled. Okay. We can find out 37 divided by 8. Okay. And that number can be subtracted. Here minus or plus minus become minus. Okay. From 40. So, 8 in 37, it is 4 times 32. Okay. And subtraction you will get 5 remainder and you can put 0 and decimal in the quotients place. So, 8 in 50, 6 times 48, okay, then 2 carry remainder, and in 20, 8 in 20, 2 times, that is 16 and 45 times. Okay. So, here it will be 40 minus 4.625 and we can find the difference 0, 0, 0, 4.625. Okay, we can borrow from 4, 4 become 3, this become 10, 9, 10, again 10, here finally 10. So, 5 to 10, 5, 2 to 9, 7, 6 to 9, 3 and 4 to 9, 5 and 3. So, we have 35.375. This is the arithmetic mean, okay, of the age of the patients admitted in the hospital during an year. Okay. So, in the second center tendencies, we have to find out the mode, then only we can compare. Okay, so we can write this x bar as x bar, we can keep it here 35.375 because we have to compare, okay, after finding the mode. Okay, so children, how to find out mode? Mode, what is the formula? Mode is equal to L plus F1 minus F0 divided by 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. Okay, so in order to substitute the values, we have to first locate the model class. So, in the first video, I have given a very detailed explanation regarding the mode, that is the maximum number of frequency occurs in the given distribution. Okay, that will give you its corresponding class interval will give you the model class, and mode will lies between the model class. Okay, so we need only class interval and frequency for calculating mode. Okay, and we can substitute the values in the formula, that is, first we can find out the maximum frequency and its corresponding class interval, that is we are going to locate the model class. Okay, here see in the frequency column maximum frequency is 23. So this 3545 is the model class. Okay, so children, mod is equal to formula, that is L plus F1 minus F0 divided by 2F1 minus F0 minus F2. This is a fraction. This L is independent from this fraction, is a whole number, okay, into H. H is the class size or class width, upper limit minus lower limit, and we have already seen that it is 10. Okay, and here L stands for the lower limit of the model class. So we have already highlighted this model class is 35 to 45 and frequency is 23. That frequency 23 is F1. Okay, so F1 is the frequency of the model class. And what is F0? That is the frequency of the class preceding the model class. Here that is 21. Okay, the frequency of the class interval which comes before the model class. This is the model class. So 21, its frequency. Okay, that is the preceding class. The class which precedes this model class is 25 to 35 and its frequency is F0. And F2 is after the this model class, okay, succeeding class, frequency of the succeeding class. Okay, that is 45 to 55 is the class which comes after the model class and its frequency is 14. Okay, and H we already have seen that is equal to 10. So we are going to write all these details here, and after that we can substitute in the formula. Okay, so L is equal to here the lower limit is 35. Okay, and F1 is equal to, here F1 is frequency of the model class, that is 23. Okay, F0 is equal to frequency of the class preceding the model class, and that is 21. Okay, F2 is frequency of the class which comes after the model class, and that is 14. Okay, so this is 14, and H is equal to class size, that is upper limit minus lower limit. In this case all the class intervals having the same class width. Okay, so 10. Now we can substitute those values here, that is L is equal to 35 plus, okay, we can write these values in a bracket because it is a fraction. So F1 is 23 minus F0 21 divided by 2 into F1. F1 is frequency of the model class 23 minus F0 21 minus F2 14. Okay, into H is 10. Substitution is clear, children? Okay. Now we can solve the bracket first. This 35 plus, okay, 35 plus in bracket 23 minus 21 is 2 divided by 2 into 23, that is 46, minus 21 minus 14 into 10. Okay, again we can solve the denominator inside the bracket. Okay, 2 divided by, here 21 minus 21 minus 40. We are adding 2 negatives. So add and give negative sign. Okay, so negative 21, negative 14 become negative 35, right? So negative 35. Now see the denominator, 46 minus 35, that is 11. So 2 by 11, this step is clear, children. I just added 21 and 14 since both are negative. So 35, so that should be subtracted from 46. So you will get 11 into 10. Okay, so you will get here 35 plus 2 into 10, 20 divided by 11. Okay, so we are going to divide here 20 divided by 11. 11 in 20 one time. So remainder 9 and in 90 8 times, because we have add 0, so we have to put decimal point over here. Okay, so 8 times 88, 2 is the remainder, and in 20 one time. Okay, so it will continue like this. Okay, so 9 non-terminated non-recurring number. Okay, 9. Okay, so in 90 likewise. Okay, so here you will get again 8 like that. Okay, so you can round off that number with two places. Here the third decimal place is 8 more greater than 5 or more than 5. Okay, so one should be added with the second decimal place. Okay, so here this will be 35 plus, here 20 divided by 11, we have seen 1.818. Since the third decimal place is 5 or more than 5, we can add 1 with this second place. So 1 become 2. Okay, here it will be 35 plus 1.82 is 36.82. So this is the mode. Okay, and what we have seen that x bar, that is arithmetic mean, as 35.375. Here mode is 36. We have seen that x bar, that is arithmetic mean, equal to 35.375. It means that the average age of patients admitted in that hospital is 35.375. Here mode is equal to 36.82. It means that maximum number of patients admitted in the hospital are of age 36.82. And we have seen that mean is equal to 35.375. That is the average age. This is the interpretation of these two center tendencies. Okay. Now we are solving the second question. Here this table shows that observed lifetime in hours of 200 electrical equipments, electrical components. Okay, we have to find out its model lifetime in hours of these electrical equipments. Okay, so very quite simple problem, only mode is asked. Okay, so see the frequency column and we can select the maximum frequency and its corresponding class interval as the model class. Okay, see the frequency column. So here 61 is the maximum frequency and the class corresponds to the 61 is 60 to 80 is the model class. Okay, so this is the model class. Okay, so we can write down the formula, that is mode is equal to L plus F1 minus F0 divided by 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H, the class width. Okay, here children, don't forget about this, don't confuse this denominator, that is 2F1 minus F0 minus F2. Okay, 1, 0, 2. 0 comes in the middle, okay, and 1 and 2. Okay, so we are going to substitute these values since 60 to 80 is the model class. So the lower limit of the model class is L. Okay, so L is equal to 60. Okay, and this F1, that is the frequency of the model class, that is 61, and F0, what is F0? Frequency of the class preceding the model class, okay, which comes before, that is 52, its frequency is 52. Okay, and F2, okay, frequency of the class after the model class, that is this 38. Okay, and H is the class size, that is upper limit minus lower limit. Okay, being both having the same, so no problem at all. So 20. Now we are going to substitute these values in the formula of mode, and that is L is we have seen that lower limit as 60, plus in the bracket F1 minus F0, F1 61 minus 52 divided by 2 into F1 61 minus F0 52 minus F2 is 38. Okay, frequency of the class which comes after the model class, that is 38. Okay, into H is 20. So 60 plus in the numerator 61 minus 52 is 9 divided by 2 into 61, that is 122. Okay, minus, being they are negative, you can add and give negative sign. So 52 plus 38, that is 90, negative 90. Okay, into H. H is 20. So 122 minus 90. Okay, that is 122 minus 90, 2 and 32. Okay, so in the next step we can write this 122 minus 98 as 90 as 32. 122 minus 90 is 32. Okay, now 9 into 20 is 180. Okay, numerators can be multiplied, divided by 32. I think the step is clear. Okay, so we are going to divide 180 with 32 and we can add that with the lower limit, that is 60. Okay, so I am going to divide over here. Okay, so here we can divide 180 divided by this 32. Now we are going to divide 180 with 32. Okay, so 32 in 180 5 times. Okay, 0, 1 carry, 15 plus 1, 60, so 160. So the remainder is 20. So we can continue. We have to continue, so put 0 decimal point in the quotient place. Okay, so 32 in 200. 32 in 200, can we take 6? Okay, 12, 1 carry, 18 and 1, 19. Okay, so 192. Subtraction you will get 8 and you can put 0, you already put decimal on over there. So in 80, how many times? 2 times, we can take 3 because more than 9 it comes. So 464, okay. So 2 comes here, so 64 subtracting 16. Okay, and you can put 0 and in 60, 160 we have seen that 5 times. Okay, so 5. So 160 remainder is what is it? 0. Okay, 0 is a remainder. So after dividing, we have seen that this 180 divided by 32 is 5.625. So on adding you will get 5 will go with the whole number 60. So 60 becomes 65.625 still in the decimal place. So this is the model lifetime for 200 electrical equipments, that is electrical components. Okay.